so we all saw me set up our trolley. When I'd come, I'd wash my hands. And remember, if you're steri-gelling, it's not just, that's not enough. You need to do your thumbs, your bits, your pieces. I see you, Lepika. And I would have already come to the patient and asked them what their pain was. I would have had a look to see what equipment I needed. So now I'm here and I'm about to start a procedure. So you want to open your pack. Alright, and then you'll notice that there's a little tongue piece, so you're going to pull it. You guys have already all done this. And you'll see that it doesn't want to lay straight for me either. But you'll notice that I'm just touching the back side. Then I'm going to unpack. And I like to unpack in the order in which I will be using things. Okay. Remembering that I've got that 5 centimetre border around the edge that is not clean now. Put my saline in. And I would discard that. Okay? And now I'm going to put my gloves on. Or, before I did that, I could put this down, so we'll do that first. So this is just clean, so once you pick it up off your sterile area, you can use your hands. This is an Inco sheet, just to protect the bed. Can I get you to lift your arm up for me? Thank you. And to protect the linen. Then you're going to put your gloves on, and you'll notice that I've got my trolley positioned like that, and I'm standing in this little gap. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up all the tape first. Sorry, I know that probably is pulling a little bit, those hairs. And then you want to roll the dressing up so that you contain any of the infection. You're going to have a little quick look, and then to remove your gloves, this is like a pro. Done. Alright, now I'm going to wash my hands again. And then this time I want to place the sterile field down. So you'll notice I turned it over. I looked for the corner, pulled the corner up. Alright. Now this extends my clean area from my trolley to the patient. Okay? And then for the procedure, I'm going to stick some more gloves on.
Is that in case like something drops dead, like a drops it's still okay?
Well, it just means that when you transfer to the dirty, your swab will stay clean. You're not passing it over dirty area before you put it onto the wound, so it just all stays a bit cleaner. And you can see that, look, even I have trouble with these gloves when my hands are not properly dry. And then I'm going to pick up my forceps. Now, this is my clean hand, this is my not clean hand. So I'm going to lift up with this one into my saline, dry it off a little bit, over. And I want to clean from the top, so that on an arm, that will be the elbow to the wrist. And I'm going to, I might go this way. So one down the middle. One down each side. So really, if you're doing this sort of dressing, the minimum number you'll probably use is 3. And then we're going to dry. So when we dry, we just dry the outside and we do a dabbing motion. And we're still doing that rolling, so it's dab, 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 and roll at the same time. And then essentially that is done. Now these tips have been on the dirty patient, so I want to put those set of forceps in that full 5 centimetre region. And these tips are still clean, so I'm going to put those down onto my dressing trolley with just a dirty bit in the 5 centimetres. I'm going to reach down here. I'm going to grab my ruler, and you can see how dirty these are. So these do not touch the patient, you just hover them over and you measure. And I got like 4 centimetres by 1. And now my gloves are dirty, so I don't want to continue to use those, so I'm going to remove them. Wash my hands one more time. And then I'm going to pick my forceps up using my same technique of clean and dirty hand. And I want to guesstimate how much tape I'm going to need. You can see how I've got that wrinkle. So I would tape this side first. Then I would capture that side with my tape and pull it out straight. Okay, and now essentially everything's finished. So now I would clean up. Just get you to lift your arm up, thank you. Oops. Make sure my patient is okay. I finish my procedure. Before I leave the room, I wash my hands. Alright? I go back to the dressing room. I'll ask with the videos.